Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. Welcome back to Channel. Today, we're going to have a little bit of a light tank wonderland, a little bit of a light tank love fest. This is the Type 62, the dragon when you're wearing the legendary camo, or just a flat-out Type 62. It was the first Chinese tank I ever really fell for, and it is a crackerjack little vehicle. It is a real trendsetter. It was the first really good premium light tank that you could get a hold of to grind credits with back in the day. And although it has been brought back to the pack a little bit purely and simply by the whole power creep phenomena, and that's rock solid with most tanks that were early day heroes. And it's had its share of time in the sun, and it's still very, very competitive, as you'll see in the next two games. This is my first game of 2020. I wanted to make a video on this tank, and I had a good replay on it, and I thought, you know what? It needs a little bit of the special sauce. I need to duck in and just see how it looks, make sure and confirm that I am right when I say that it's still absolutely crackerjack, and it is just a gorgeous little number here. Now, the thing that it does have, and which annoys me a little bit, is it's got the same kind of AP pen as a Comet. A Comet, though, where it will have just over 200 millimeters of pen on its APCR, the 250 millimeters of heat is really stupendous on this thing. But that AP pen means you will miss quite a few shots that are marginal in terms of their likelihood and their likely outcome. And then we take our first skin of the day. Number one, right off the first tee, bang, in the back pocket, love it. And it's starting to really do some nice things. You can see that we've got 950 damage. We're trying to get away, but can't get any gun depression over the rear, the buttocks of the tank. Fair enough, because you don't get a lot of gun depression over a lot of those, but it does have lovely mobility. And we're going straight back into the, look at it, the Festival of the Boot over there. 250 max rolling out on the AP. And going to take one from the Challenger, but it's good to get rid of Yoshi there. And then I was hoping to just bump into the back of the Comet and clear him. So I've got 3 kills in very, very quick succession. And for a first game of the season, like, this was absolutely happy days. This is the kind of shot I'm talking about there when I'm talking about the shots that are very close but not quite getting it done. And we are hitting the adrenaline here so we can absolutely clear this SU-100Y. There we go, boom, boom, boom. And well, things are looking average. That VK that was onto us earlier is back into the buttocks. There is still a couple of tanks to deal with, and although this IS is going to get cleared, we have one other Amigo there, and there we go. The Pan-European grub at the back is getting stuck right into us, and he's got plenty of hit points. He doesn't have huge DPM. That's a bad shot. I knew that angle was no good, but I took it anyway. I'm just going to try and count the next one, make sure it's there. Misses. Very unfortunate. Not sure what the National Crew skills are saying there, and boom. Now, I'm going to cut a long story short here. I went round and round because I had 6 kills. I'm like, dude, this is a pretty good game from this first game of the season. Like, I'm after a Type 62 game, loaded up and press play, and we're on a chance on a RAS here, so I'm going to run all over the place, and I did, and I got him in a perfect position here. There you go. So I've actually got him spotted, and he's behind the trees, but he's not moving. So he's driven off down there, and I saw him drive in that direction, and then I think he just figured I was going to hide, and he'd had enough, and he just left. But I didn't, however, and just kept pumping into the side of him here. We've run out of AP. We've got way too much HE in the loadout. There we go. Jet Bunma, thank you very much. I feel like we could have touched him up anyway in a turn fight. 3K, Mastery, Kolobodovsky, 7 kills, RAS. Nice way to start 2020. Hot diggity dog. But now we're going to move on to the main course of Type 62 Justice. Player underscore 8933. Let's have a look at this. That is indeed the legendary camo of the Type 62 Dragon. Driven by none other than Golden Globe winner and off-Broadway superstar Owen Wilson. He is getting amongst it at the moment. He actually, He sent me a replay like a month ago for that game that I just featured in the WZ, but that was actually a video that I made well before I went away on holidays. So this is fresh to the mix, fresh to the market for you, the discerning consumer, and this is a crackerjack Type 62 Dragon game, and it inspired me to get out and play it myself, and gee, jolly willikers, aren't I happy I did. Now, classic light tank spotting at the top here, and this is a tier 8 game, which means that there's plenty of hit points on offer, and there is an awful lot of big bad boys out there who can hurt him, not the least of which that AMX 5100, which the light tank camo doing a world of good there as Owen Wilson doesn't get spotted, but does indeed spot it up. Now he's going to move very succinctly down here through the spawn area, pull back, do a little bit of a reversal, and then go into the side flank to get shots into the Lycan. What he's not counting on here is the unspotted Mr. Lerva, who is going to go and push straight up towards him. He gets one shot in the Lycan, not doing any good, and then the next thing you know, there's a great big bloody tier 8 heavy poking right over the top. So all's fair in love and Blitz, and he's actually going to get a very unlikely AP bounce here from the Lerva. There you go. You know, take it where you can get it. Now, there's two good bits of play here. One of them is a recognition that the Jagdpanther that wants to push down and get between a bunch of enemy tanks with no real armor on the back and no turret, he doesn't fall for it and flow down into that. But the second move that Owen Wilson makes is a very strong move to support an IS-5, because the rest of the team goes to bits. At the moment, they're up by one tank, but you're going to see this Jagdpanther is desperate to get down. There's a lot of low hit point tanks there. This is not the tank to be pushing between a bunch of heavies. Every little shot is going to go in. This is the tank that you want to be using that gun depression, or rather that hull down ability. And the Jagdpanther is just getting absolutely pummeled in the background. You can hear it going, ow, 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 and he's just going to get clipped out. There you go. The Lerva finishes off the rest of him. Sorry, that's my mistake. The Panther gets rid of the Jagdpanther, or Scorpion G rather, and now you're going to see a very interesting situation. This is the push I was talking about. The IS-5 realizes that there is no time like the present. There's only two of them. If they wait any longer, they'll have 6 tanks on them all at once, and Owen Wilson joins in and starts putting some of this DPM to good use. Now, this is a lovely move here. Watch Owen Wilson duck behind the Lerva as the Reveler Reese desperately tries to get past him, and he uses the Lerva's carcass to hide and hold off the Rev, while the IS-5 guts him like a fish, and it's now 2 on 4, which admittedly is not brilliant, but at the same time, it's a lot better than 2 on 6. The Scorpion G, not the best armor and not the best tank to be pushing into a heavy, but to be pushing into anything. Owen Wilson fires one into that building for just being a general grub, and now he's got to make a real move here. Oh, loved it. Both of them went for the same tank at the same time. Staying close is the very best thing that he can possibly do here. Got to use the enemy tanks for the... Oh no, Mr. Scorpion. Scorpion, you very naughty boy. Now, this is something that happens all the time. Hey, you get a lot of tanks that just go for the feast. They're like, oh, we've nearly got them. They're all but dead. I've got to go in and get some damage. I've got to get some hit points. And they've played really solid. And suddenly, boom, it all goes out the apple cart, and they forget that the skills that got them there are not in fact the skills that they are currently displaying as they drive sideways around the corner in a tank that is the equivalent of a box of tissues and a spitball gun taped onto the top. Now that Helsing is going to make a huge error here. Owen Wilson is... Look, he's done the right thing. He wants to get distance, but the problem he's going to have is that Helsing is pretty bloody quick in a straight line. If he can find an angle and try to get away from this thing and just get a shot here and there, he's going to be all right. But the Helsing's going to make a huge error. He's going to go to the cap circle. Now there's 2.5 minutes left, so you'd think that would be a good call. But this is the tank that is an absolute monster in terms of firepower, the Helsing, and it's very quick and it's got fairly good armor and it's able to get around the map. So he could just cruise around until he finds Owen Wilson and hope to land a shot. Indeed, it would take Owen Wilson so many shots to kill the Helsing, like 3 or 4 shots, that he would really make good hit point trades. But what he's done here is given a light tank the opportunity to just edge into view range and get shots at his will. Now, 1:58 left, so 2 minutes left. That's a lot of time. Owen Wilson is trying to get a look at that cap circle, but he wants to make sure, and he's loaded up the heat, that the first shot he gets is a clear shot. But unfortunately, the Helsing's not coming out, so he's going to have to go through absolutely flat chat. Now, this is incredibly funky. This is a weird situation. The Helsing can't get through there. He's screwed himself. And Owen Wilson is going to try and kill him by 1,000 cuts. There are 2 shots left in this. Maybe 2 shots. The Helsing's blowing it. Owen Wilson gets another shot at the title. Can he land one? He does. This is gorgeous work. Absolutely gorgeous. And then just going to drive off. I know where you are. I'm going to reset the camo. I'm buggering off. As soon as that camo drops, he can make a move. He's watching the minimap. There it goes. Turning back around, back the way you came. And he's going to have the opportunity to set up for this last shot. Now, the Revelry knows what's up here. He's saying go, because there's just not enough time to get the cap circle to work. 30 points in cap circle, 42 seconds left. It's not going to happen. And Owen Wilson knows where the Helsing is. He knows where he's situated. He is taking a guess that the Helsing is still looking in the direction he was last spotted. Oh, but then after all that good work, look what happens. Incredible stuff. He's still got time to reset camo, though. He's going to do the same thing again. He's taking his time. 19 seconds. 58 on the cap circle, and he's going straight back to the well. 14, 13. Brilliant drive, this. You've got to love this. This is an absolute crackerjack. All or nothing. He needs the kill. Takes his time. 3K. Wonderful work. Really good drive. Right down to the end of the clock, and fully deserving the mastery badge. I think a better game than the game I played, that's for sure. Look after yourselves, guys. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you're enjoying all the content. Plenty of content coming down the pike in the next 12 months. Let's do it together. More Blitz, more Blitz, more Blitz. Until next time, stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.